Good evening and hi to everybody. Now I want to introduce what the development project has been chosen by our group as a Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 until 2025, and a particular approach for this project is a structuralism. Now, firstly, I want to explain what is the project about. This project is to offer a vision of education system and student that Malaysia both needs and deserve, and suggest strategic and operational shift that will be required to achieve the national education goal. From the way we treat a student learning, to the way we recruit, train and reward our teachers and the principals, to the way the Ministry of Education operates, MEB has a development of process of change. In doing so, he also made a clear improvement in the truly important factor of every step of the journey. The plan includes the 5 wishes of the system: access, quality, equity and efficiency. He also described the aspiration of 6 students: knowledge, bilingual ability, thinking ability, morality and spirit, leadership ability and national identity. That's all.
The basic assumption of structuralism is that each particular object of cooperation can be viewed as a structure, a whole, the parts of which are significantly interrelated and which, as a whole, has a significant function in the larger social setting. The cognitive element of structuralism are those two orders of entities, the whole and the part, and two orders of relation. The part function of the whole and the relation between the part. Structuralism seeks to delimit and entities and to describe the functions, raising the boundary problem and the problem of function as crucial analytic objective. Structuralism basic characteristic are holistic interpretation of the type, a focus on the underlying patterns or system that cause change in action, a look at the structure beneath the world that can be seen, and an acknowledgement that societies create structure that replace action.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nazzimin, for explaining on the assumptions in structuralism approach. So now let me present to you the focus of this approach. Structuralism focused on breaking things down to their smallest part, taking that understanding into the sociology field. We could understand that structuralism looks at the society not as a whole, but they believe that there are different levels in the society, and in each level of the society they have their own functions and contribution to the whole society.
The Risham Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013-2025 with approach structure as a winner. Structuralism is approach that forming one strong system in social culture. A strong culture organization form that will determine everything that will happen in this system. This structuring will form a good structure that related between a system and the organization will also form a social culture system of society. This is case Malaysian Education Blueprint 2013-2025 as a structural system is organized as a part or whole. In Malaysia Education Blueprint 2025 is a structure control, a part that is policy become a strong, that will be a good structure. We also see this policy will form a civilized society with good policy structure that will provide good education system in this country, also the future generation. Indirectly, this structuralism will give a strength to a system in this country that will form a developed country. Thank you.
For the second reason, I will explain this structure is specifically determined to be occupied by each element. From the previous angle, the idea revealed that all human activity as well as its function, that's meaning including cognition, behavior and culture itself, is a construction because it is mediated by symbol. That is, they are not natural, and even more, they have no meaning of their own, only make sense in language system in which they are found. In other words, we can speak, it is the language that speak to us. That means it will determine what we will take and use in the world. For this reason, structuralism is concerned with the important semiotic, in that meaning the study of sign, symbol, communication and the creation of the meaning. Thank you.
Among the effects of the approach taken in the government program Malaysian Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025 is that the Malaysian government is not too hasty in the ensuring the progress of the program. This is said to be so because the structuralist approach ensures that every development of society must be seen as the result of the effectiveness of society. Therefore, in the Malaysian Education Blueprint Program, the government has set 11 shifts in the system change, such as the providing equal access to international quality education and so on. This is because the government wants to ensure that effectiveness of the program runs smoothly.